do this, man.
Are we doing it?
We are.
Okay.
We are doing it.
Mystery episode. We don't know what number it is because we are in the time capsule, in the, what do you call that? The bunker, the bomb shelter, and we don't know what's happening in the outside world.
How long have we been down here?
Can't tell you. Wish I could.
Oh, wow.
Wish I could. Then I'd have to kill you. Then who am I going to talk to?
You don't talk to me now.
I know. But if it gets really bad, I mean, when we're down to the last of the food, then I'll talk. But the premise is this. We tried this once before. We're the Ascertainers, by the way. I am Jim.
And I am Mark.
Whose idea
Thank you
was
for
this?
coming along on the ride.
Whose podcast is this, Mark?
This is my podcast. I just brought you along.
I know. I'm so lucky to
I
be
brought
here.
you into the bunker.
Did you take me out of it? He's throwing me out of the bunker. So the premise is this. And, oops, I got to do one thing here real quick. The premise is that we kind of want to do an episode that if something, if either Mark or I has something fun to do and we miss a couple of recording sessions, that we can just go up to the old pantry of episodes. I don't like that word very much. And just pull one off the shelf, and it will be timeless. It'll be, it wouldn't matter if it's in the winter, spring, summer, or fall.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
What song is that?
All you have to do is
call. James Taylor. God. Start
and
over.
I'll be there.
Start over.
Yes, I will.
So anyway, and we just went through. So we have previously recorded an episode tonight, and we tried this once before, where we do a second one to try to be a bonus episode that is sterile. It is, untouched by time. There's no references to other episodes. We will make a reference to Newt's in a second because they are our sponsor, exclusive sponsor.
Why are you doing the wave with your hand?
Because I'm making a box. I'm doing like Marcel, but it is true. I've never
I can't
done it
get out of this.
I'm letting all the past and the future out. So we are going to have it self-contained. Place your bets how far we make it without quality editing, without me or Mark or I saying something that will get us in trouble. So let's jump into it. Newt's, Apple Valley, Minnesota. Actually, born in Rochester, Minnesota. Newt's is I guess you would call it an American restaurant that serves a large array of burgers. And if you don't like meat, they have Beyond Burger, which was what Mark eats, because Mark's
but they also have
pterodactyl.
The fish staples like fish tacos, fish and chips, grilled cheese, which is wonderful also.
Fish sandwich. Do they have a BLT there or not? Because their BLT would be really good, because I basically had a BLT tonight. I think I can get away with saying it because it's part of a promo. Their chicken bacon ranch sandwich is like a BLT with a big chunk of fried chicken on it.
Plus, we go there every time before our podcast, so you would never know when we went there.
All right, well, less than 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
No, since we always go there, we'll never tip our hand.
So you feel that is a constant.
Correct.
Not a variable.
Right.
You're a variable.
I am.
You are totally variable. Anyway, Newt's has great food, great service, great popcorn. Where are you going to get popcorn? Outside of the theater. Well, this stuff's free. Doggone it. And it's good. And it's, good music on the overhead, sports on the TVs.
Right. You can watch The Wild.
Play a little pull tabs if you choose to. Well, you better mention all the seasons. Because
the Vikings.
This is timeless. You can't. Okay, so Mark mentioned all the seasons.
The Lynx.
You're scaring me. You're scared. Oh, now I'm scared. You can watch
the Loons. I don't think they're televised, though.
The loons? The actual birds?
You can just watch them.
Okay. Well, by the time this airs, maybe they will. So how about you get off the ledge and we don't talk about anything that could be construed as a current event or anything like that. Newt's, Apple Valley, Minnesota. It's Pilot Knob and south of 42. You could find it. There's a bunch of other stuff by it. Don't be fooled. Go to Newt's. Don't go to any other 15 restaurants nearby. But when you go there, what should they tell them, Mark?
Say the Ascertainers sent you.
That's what we're looking for, because they sponsor us, and I can't even say what our sponsorship is, because that might, we might have got a better one since. I'll say that our original sponsorship is that Mark and I each get a free beer when we go in there.
Right.
Which is great. That ain't chump change, baby. Not as many times as we go.
Yeah, by the time you hear this,
they're probably cutting our food for us because we're that old. But no, we love Newt's, and we think you will too. So please go there. So we actually don't have a topic really for this episode. Don't say anything that we talked about before.
What are you doing? The Lindahl promo or what?
My hands are getting tingly. I've been holding them up this long. But
I was watching.
Let's talk about other stuff.
I was watching Soylent Green.
Oh, you actually were?
Yeah, I was.
When? Ah! Kidding.
Did I have cable or was it beamed in my hologram? I don't know.
You know who Mitch Hedberg is?
I do.
He's a comedian. Maybe he's still alive. I don't know. He could be dead.
He is.
But he said, somebody came up to him and says, this is a picture from before. And he goes, hey, man, aren't all pictures from before?
Right. So you only know me from the past.
I don't even like that.
Well, that's getting deep. But anyway, at the end of the movie, they had the civil defense 1960s.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Soylent Green, turn off your radio for how many seconds?
No, this had nothing to do with the movie. It was an old civil defense thing that they showed, at the time when kids are getting under the desk during
the Cold War or the
atomic attack.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
But it all covered your house. And if you kept a cluttered house and you didn't upkeep the outside, it was going to be destroyed in an atomic bomb. But a house that was not cluttered and clean and the outside was kept up, you would most likely survive an atomic bomb.
What the fuck? Was that the government telling you that?
Yes. It was the most bizarre thing I ever watched.
Well, I'm fucked. Sorry, I don't keep a super neat house.
If you're in the radius of the blast, you're dead.
Oh, well,
they didn't even cover radiation. All they covered was the heat blast and then the sonic blast. Nothing about radiation. It was funny. I just found it amusing.
What I'm getting from that is, why bother, right?
Right. They were saying if you kept a clean house, you would survive. Your house would survive. And they actually did tests. Anyways, I digress. Go ahead.
That's fascinating.
It was really weird.
That's, actually kind of like, trying to do a quiet burp because that's how we do it these days.
I guess it was during the Cuban Missile Crisis that was trying to appease people, trying to make them feel safer. I don't know.
It was like that Secretary of Defense had a neighbor that had like a tarp on his roof or something. He's like, hey, buddy, I'll show you. Fucking pick up your toys, kids. So, wow. Okay, we're just going to jump into the radio game because all great things start from the radio game.
They do.
Do we feel that the Newt's promo was satisfactory? I really do. I'm going to check that off. Check. But before that, I'll say some names. People that you want to look for at Newt's.
Steve. Charlie.
These names will be people that, currently work at Newt's. Is this breaking our pledge? They probably still will work at Newt's. Oh, I can't do it because timing. That's one of Steve Martin's great lines. He goes, the whole secret to comedy is timing. Timing. Okay, radio game. I have two mainstream bands and two that are not as commonly heard on the radio. Would you like me to go first, Mark?
I would love you to go first, Jim.
And I'm going to give you, what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you one of my mainstreams and one of my lesser knowns.
Ooh, you're just out of the box.
I'm spicy. We're spicing things up tonight. Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult. Colors. Ooh. See, I always try to have a theme.
Black and blue. And they toured together.
Thank you. And that's your first concert you ever saw.
Yes.
Remember, I remembered that?
Remember?
And I didn't look it up. You accused me. Oh, fuck. of an early episode, but I can't tell you which one.
Number one?
That got close.
Or-
That got close. All right.
It doesn't matter because the earlier ones are already out there.
Well, we can't reference a later one.
Well, it's not like we did this one 3 months ago. They know that because of our voices and the way we carry ourselves. We're so refined now. They know this is later on.
Refined like sugar. It's good for you.
I'll go with Jackson Brown
Okay.
and Player. Baby come back.
Is it? I think it's on a. Well, I can say it's on a commercial, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's over by now. All right, and then I'm going to go with Aerosmith and The Eyes of March.
You'll have to help me on that one.
I'm your vehicle, baby.
I still don't know.
Kind of talk sang that. They have a song called Vehicle. They're kind of like a powerful Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, I'll have to look them up.
Got some horns. You'd recognize the song instantly.
You got me on that one.
Okay, what's your other two there?
Doobie Brothers.
Boy,
You've heard of them, right?
I feel like that one could win.
And Al Stewart.
You want to do another one? Anytime you do Al Stewart, you get a free one. It's like,
have I done Al Stewart before?
fuck no. Al Stewart won't come on. What song would Al Stewart come on KQ on Friday night?
You're the Cat.
If Kenny Loggins came on, I guess You're the Cat could come on, but this guy is on as much as Journey. Jack and Diane.
He was John Cougar then.
Just John Cougar at that point. That, I think, is a pretty good debut album. We should bring that. We should talk about that sometime.
Sometime. I heard about something like that.
But good segue, because it's something I want to talk about. I heard an interesting theory, and I don't know really. I feel like we had a lot to
That
talk
John
about.
Cougar and Mellencamp are two different people.
I thought it was a law firm. John Cougar and Mellencamp. Hey, injured at work? Give us a call. Work on a farm? Even better. So I heard an interesting comment, and I thought I'd just bring it up, and maybe you could help me out with this, because it was Stuart Copeland. He's in a band called The Police. Heard of them?
I have, but I've never been a fan.
Okay, because you don't like good music. I understand.
I
that, but
understand.
now it checks out. But his statement was that you have your whole life to write your first album, and you have 6 months to write the second one.
Oh, I have heard that quote
Isn't
before.
that a cool? I don't think that's his quote, but he recanted it. And no, recant means take it back. He said it again. What's the French term for that? Or Latin or Belgian. Anyway, and I thought that was interesting. And it kind of made me wonder about second albums.
Yeah, the sophomore slump.
Exactly. And that meant, well, I mean, we didn't prepare for this because this is a totally bonus episode. So you're going to get but we did just look at a couple, and I think we have a couple good candidates for best second album. We can certainly talk, because who knows when this will air.
No,
but they were both yours. Both of yours trump mine. Although Van Halen 2 was a good album, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a whole album like some others. Like you had. I mean, I want to give you credit. So tell me the one that has the girl on the cover.
Candio with the cars.
And I challenged him, and I said, really? And I also thought it was the third album. For some reason, I thought there was like Cars 2 or some shit. But that is a... You want to read the tracks?
Oh, I put it away.
Did you?
And I can't get up and walk all the way over to the box.
But I can look it up on my telephone. The cell phone's been invented. I don't want to give away when we are doing this. But I've got my encyclopedia here. I've got the C. Do you remember in the encyclopedia there was one letter where they split the letter up? Because it used to be, it was like A, B, C, and then like N, or whichever had the most shit in the encyclopedia, N through N, A through N, O, and then N, O through the rest. So it had two books. By the way, if you're younger and you're listening to this, there used to be a thing called encyclopedias that rich people got to have in their house, and they could just like have a little miniature library in their house.
I remember
nowadays you have a telephone.
So you had the whole set where the guy was bringing it down in his suitcase when he came to the door to sell it.
Yeah.
Yes, it had A was one,
B.
was a whole book.
Yeah.
But XYZ.
Oh, yeah.
was
Then they
one.
combined letters, too.
Yeah.
But there was, I got to, maybe if I could just research, I could know that there was, I feel like it was probably N. Fuck. I'm going to look at, well,
Bing.
well, yeah. Oh, swear jar.
Swear jar.
That's been implemented already. I'm looking up Candio and
I need you
studio
so.
album by the Cars.
Do 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 do.
What the fuck?
I was singing Candio.
Oh, that part. I thought you were doing like some kind of the Bonanza theme. That's what it sounded like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here's the card. Candio, their sophomore effort, little song called Let's Go. Since I Held You. That's the only one I think that I don't quite remember. But moving right along, It's All I Can Do, Double Life, Shooby-Doo. That was a trippy song. And wait, Shooby-Doo went into Candio, which is the next song. Very cool. Night Spots, You Can't Hold On Too Long, Lust for Kicks, Got a Lot on My Head, and Dangerous Type. And did you know, when did you figure out that two different people sang for the Cars?
I didn't figure it out till a lot later.
I figured out with the Drive video. Remember that song?
Yes.
I'm like, what's this fucking guy doing?
The bassist
And he sang, so just on this record alone, he sang Let's Go. He and Rick Ocasek sang Since I Held You. It's All I Could Do, Benjamin Orr. Candio, Benjamin Orr. You Can't Hold On Too Long, Benjamin Orr. The rest were Rick Ocasek.
I thought he had a better voice. To me, he had a better voice.
He had a better voice, but I like Rick Ocasek had a weird voice, and I like that for that style of music. I like kind of that kind of weird, kind of abnormal.
Yeah.
If you look at Rick Ocasek, it's like, if this guy wasn't in a band, what in the hell would he be doing?
Well, he married that model, Paula
Portskova.
I'll agree with
You know
that.
that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll say P and then clear my throat and end with an A. But yeah, could you imagine him, like, if you were like cashing a check at the bank and Rick Ocasek was there? He'd be like, "What the hell?
Eat something, man.
I don't get it.
Eat something."
Mark has done it. Very rare. Is that the second one?
No.
Well, I thought we were doing second ones.
I'm sorry. I don't know my second one that you were talking about. That you were.
Well, no, I said second albums, but it looks like you're bringing out. Mark went into his.
I am. I guess I
have this stupid box of records that's got. It's like a.
Don't call my box of records
No, it's stupid because we have them. The records are great, but it's weird that we have the exact same like banker's box, and it's got about the same amount of stuff in it. Mark's is probably more interesting just because
I'm a more interesting person.
I know all my stuff. Well, half of this stuff is my brothers bought it, and it was just left behind, and I took it.
You were
so, brother Jeff, if you're listening, Steve's already been through. I don't know that you bought so many albums as you did cassettes, but if I have one of your records down here, like maybe your Molly Hatchet or something like that, you come on down and take it out of my cold, dead hands. No, I'm kidding. I'll give it up freely.
But you were talking that I was mentioning another second album that was better, and I don't know.
I think we kind of talked about the original premise was that you've got your whole life to write your first album and then 6 months to write your second one. What Stuart Copeland was going for with that was how much he enjoyed doing the second one because of all the stuff they would just do on the fly. They would just kind of create, and they had to have kind of a process. But I know that you think that the Boston second album is just about as good as.
No, that was you actually.
Well, I know, but when you brought that album on, I'm like, oh, don't you have the second one, or do you have to look that up on your phone?
I had to look it up on my phone. I'm sorry. Earlier on in this damn podcast, you complimented me about two bands that I brought up. You made a compliment, and I only remembered one. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell you were talking about.
Okay, well, maybe
you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's a constant.
Let's go on, because I am.
No, I don't think we've given. I mean, we're human people. We're not. I know we sound awesome and we sound perfect all the time. It's a lot of work. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we are like Human League.
Human. It can't be the Human League that sings a song called "We're Only Human." That sounds like. Are you talking about that '80s hit? I'm only human and born to make mistakes.
Was that actually Human League?
I can't believe that would be Human League. One way to find out. But
If only we had something.
I know. That's just lazy if that is. That would be like Boston singing "Please Come to Boston." Remember that song? Dan Seals.
Please come to Boston. She said no.
She said, "Drifter boy, why don't you settle down?"
You
That was
come
what
on
people
back
would
to
listen
me.
to.
What's that?
That's what people would listen to. Dan Fogelberg, little that's Dennis Leary. When I think it was Judas Priest was in court and they were gonna I don't know if I could get this right. I probably shouldn't even go into this. They were being sued because of their song lyrics and about how somebody coincidentally, I think is how it turned out. Someone did something bad to themselves while listening to that. And they attributed to that. And he goes, "You want to sue somebody?" This is Dennis Leary doing stand-up. He used to do pretty good stand-up.
He did. I like Dennis Leary.
He goes, why don't you sue Dan Fogelberg for me not getting a blowjob till I was 22? Wow. Lock up the kids. And that wasn't very good. I'm not even sure what that means, but it sounds bad.
So I was dragged to this thing in high school by a girl.
Speaking of not getting...
It was about that. It was at a church, and this guy was up there preaching about how lyrics were driving people to the devil and that they should get rid of rock and roll. Right out of, what's that Bacon movie?
Footloose?
About, I don't know, a little over halfway through, I got up, I went like this, I said, I'm out. It was just so bizarre.
You put your hands up like that? Was the guy thinking like, I got one? And he said, nope, he's leaving.
And her family was sitting behind us, and I was with her. Because the whole family dragged me to their church.
You went they dragged you, like literally, it sounds.
They said, "Will you want to come? This guy's going to talk about music."
Okay. Technically, they were right.
They were right. And then he was going on about all this crazy stuff.
Do you think is Kevin Bacon's last name really Bacon?
Well, his brother's is, the Bacon brothers. So it's got to be.
I don't know about that.
If you got two,
one guy gets famous, the other guy's going to take. Because if you could pick a last name that everybody would like, it would have to be Bacon.
And their mom, Betty Bacon.
What the hell?
And dad, Bob Bacon.
Now you're messing with me. I could tell after about the fifth one that you were probably messing with me. You know that I've got a problem with the term digital. Like when they talk about something that's digital, all I can think about is like going to the doctor, and sometimes you have a digital exam or whatever.
Right.
I'm starting to feel the same way about annually.
Yeah, if you drunk and mispronounce it, I guess.
Or drunk at the doctor, one or the other.
Well, if your doctor's drunk at the time, yes, that could be dangerous.
Have you ever been told that you look like a celebrity?
Yes.
Which one? More than one?
Brad Pitt?
No. You look just like one. I have 3 that people have told me I look like. Can you guess any of them? Mark looks like Harrison Ford.
I get David Schwimmer a lot when I was younger.
David Schwimmer, the 6th guy on Friends.
The geek one. For you.
When I was a young man, you ever see the movie Tron?
Oh, Jeff Bridges.
Dead ringer. Believe it or not.
Yes.
Long, long time ago.
I can still see it now.
Then I got Dan Aykroyd as I started to fill out a little bit.
I don't see Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. But then here comes the one. I don't know what his name is, but it's the guy on Modern Family, Cam. What a long journey I've come from looking like Jeff Bridges in Tron to the gay guy in Modern Family.
You know that Jeff
Actually, there's 2 of them. Yeah, that's not a derogatory term. It's Cam. He's a fuller figured guy.
Actually, the Jeff Bridges one, when you were wearing the scruffy growth on your face.
Jesus Christ. You make it sound like a fungus.
Kind of looked like that.
No Shave November.
But you looked exactly like Jeff Bridges. And I made that comment.
Wow.
Before.
Cool. Awesome. And you got Harrison Ford and David Schwimmer. I got those 3 guys. There's probably a reason we spend most Friday nights in my basement talking to each other and recording it.
Oh, and I look like David from David and Goliath. Davey? No, I'm kidding.
Is that like I feel like that's like is that like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer kind of
Don't you remember that? It was
shit?
like a Sunday morning
No, but
cartoon.
just the way you said Davy made me think that
The dog always said, Davy.
Yet you didn't like the one church guy, but you like this. You are no wonder you're so confused.
I am very confused.
Come to church with me, Mark. You drive because I forget where it is. Did I tell you why I stopped going to church? I stopped going to church, and I've since become a serial over tipper because instead of giving money to the offering plate, I just give it to people that wait on me in restaurants, and they're out there just doing their thing. That could use it. It goes directly to them, not to the offering plate where it's going to pay for overhead. Long Johns, is there any other undergarment that is also a delicious pastry?
Wow.
Yeah, think about it for a sec while I listen to the radio to see if another song came on. We'll give ourselves another bite at the apple.
I could get myself in trouble.
How so?
Edible panties.
Well, any other undergarment that's also a delicious pastry? I guess. I'm not even going to ask. I assume it's like a fruit roll-up.
It's not a pastry.
I mean, that's not still a thing, is it? Edible underwear?
I don't think so. I never partook, so I don't know.
Sure. Anyway, you got a little something on your...
As far as you know.
Yeah, you got the old Kool-Aid mustache going there, Mark. What were you doing before this? You look like a kid who's been eating like watermelon. Was Eddie Money Take Me Home Tonight with...
Edie Brickell. And
no,
I know who you're talking about.
You know who she married?
Yes, the Paul Simon.
The Paul Simon. Yes, Paul Simon. It's true. Oh, I can't say it. We're doing really well, and we're 2/3 of the way done here. This is good. That we haven't blown our cover as to when this is being recorded, and I really kind of want to blow it just to fuck with you. But anyway, no, it was who's that? Ronnie Spector. That's who was there.
Yeah.
Who reminded me a lot of Tina Turner.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever seen them in the same room, but they have almost the same everything. Okay.
Phil Spector was, God, he was.
Was Phil Spector, Ronnie Spector's, he married to Ronnie Spector?
Yes.
Okay. And he's known for The Wall of Sound. So is he a producer?
Producer.
Okay. And
he's known for other things.
Like beating the shit out of her?
Shooting the woman in the foyer.
Ooh, right in the foyer.
He's in...
that's gotta hurt.
He's in prison right now. He's famous for the wigs during the trial.
The wigs?
He had...
Like the political group? How old is that guy? The wigs. Nice name, too. What are you, Republican? I'm a wig. All right. Oh, I just dated the episode a little bit. So it's past the Civil War.
Yeah, they were before the Civil War, weren't they?
Totally. Don't look at me.
The wigs.
I majored in gym. I can't...
Hair pieces, I should have said. They weren't a political group, were they?
The hair pieces. Anyway. You used to be a pilot, right?
Yes.
Oh...
Did that date it?
That was revealed in an earlier episode, but it doesn't date. They can't tell that what day it is now.
Oh, I used that excuse also, and you slammed me.
I did.
Go with the question.
Nope.
The bag's out of the cat already.
The bag's out of the cat. Poor cat.
The ears have walls.
Did I ever tell you about have you ever A, flown a glider, or B, been a passenger on a glider?
Both.
Could you tell me about when you were the passenger? So that meant you were sitting in front, right?
I was a passenger on my first flight to teach me how to be the pilot on the second one.
So you got a guy sitting right behind you, though, right?
I was actually in the back both times.
Okay. So you've never been the front guy?
No, I'm always the back guy.
I'll tell you right now, I'm guessing that's better being the front guy, because I did it once, and I was the front guy, and holy balls, was it uncomfortable. So, do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
So we're up there. We're getting, for those who've not flown on a glider, what happens is you sit in this tiny little engineless model airplane, and you are tucked between a guy's legs, and you are being straddled There's just no other way about it. At least, is this to your experience? Are all gliders like this? I've only had one to compare it to.
The cockpit is small.
You
So
wouldn't
you-
want your wife or girlfriend in with a guy that you were worried about because you're getting real up close and personal.
Mine actually had a divider. My legs were through it, but there was a divider
Yeah.
between the two of us.
Not so much in 1997.
Well, just for the backrest of the front passenger.
Oh, I guess there was. I guess I had kind of a.
We had a seat.
It was like a seat. It was like the car seat from the Munsters car.
Right. It's
It was
just
like a little tiny little thing. So it was between a Stingray bicycle seat and a little thing his kid sits on in a restaurant. Anyway, the guy behind me didn't shave that day, and I know that because when it came time to
kiss at the end.
disconnect from
You were talking about.
disconnect from the plane in front of us, there was a little knob between my leg.
Right. The funk guy usually does the disconnect.
Yeah. And what the disconnect is where you pull on this thing. So here's how I was asked to do this. The guy behind me, we'll call him Guy, because my therapist says don't give him power by saying his name, but he puts his arms on my shoulders and he goes, okay, and he's kind of pointing like Grease Lightning in Grease, the best movie ever. And he's like, okay, now I want you to look at the horizon. And it's like, you had coffee, didn't you? This guy is so close to me. I can tell that he hasn't shaved. And it's like, this isn't good at all. I almost crashed this fucking glider to get out of this. And he goes, you feel that thing right between your legs, that knob there? He says, when I tell you, you're going to pull up on that as hard as you can. And it's like, yeah, okay, man. And I'm still kind of amped up because I still think this is pretty cool. And he goes, okay, do it. And I pull up on the thing and it's complete silence.
Right.
As the pilot plane or whatever, the plane that was dragging us up disappears or whatever, it's just the sound of like whooshing wind and Johnny Razor Stubble and I breathing. And I'm like, I don't like this. So is that experience unique?
I thought it was cool.
And the guy told me, he goes, it's perfectly natural to have an erection right now. And I'm like, I don't have any. He goes, no, me. I have an erection. Anyway. Sorry, that was a long way. That joke was part of another joke, and but the glider experience is completely real.
You should have your hand on the knob the whole time, as they say, because when you're being pulled up by the tow plane, sometimes you got to release it right away.
Well, I guess I'm lucky to be alive. Doesn't feel that way.
My experience, I've only done it a couple of times. I really enjoyed it.
Maybe you and I can go up on one. Bring a microphone. 10 quarters. One mic should do it.
We got to get one with a really small cockpit and where I'm just like breathing down your neck.
Okay, you
see that knob in the middle there?
I know that during your career, you probably started off where the pilot sat was referred to as the cockpit, yes?
Yeah, we use that in the military.
And then when you flew commercial, at some point, it was referred to as is it the flight deck?
Flight deck, correct.
I have a question.
When did it change? I don't know.
Nope, that's not my question. How did they come up with cockpit?
I don't know.
Because most pilots are dicks or what?
Right?
He's not?
I can't argue with that because it might be true.
All right. Okay, well, this has been a pretty good episode, don't you think? I hope this is like the cigarette that people keep in a little glass box in case I got a song. Hell's Bells, AC/DC. We stink at this game.
If we ever do have to use it, if you ever want to email us at TheAscertainers@gmail.com, please do.
What's Gmail? Is that old email, sir? Oh, shit. I just broke character.
You did.
It's just email us at markandjim@trump.com. Oh, okay. I'm goofing on that because we're not political. It's not Trump, the guy, the thing when you're playing rummy.
The Trump, or is that not 500, but bridge?
500. Something no Trump.
Or spades, the card game. You can't even play that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna have to say goodnight and
Good luck. And we're sorry.